Dean rapping that Dean. Now, what were you saying, that gummit? Now that we live,
I said, how about you like how would you feel if I just come on and slap you upside your damn
I
head?
want you to. Are you kidding me? I don't drink, Dean. I dream of nothing more than you frapping coming at me and putting your hands on me and giving me a that gum frapping reason.
Yeah,
Let's
for
go.
real, man.
Only in
What if I just
America.
came over there and
Only in
slapped you upside
America, that
your
gummit.
damn head right there? Slap them damn gum twigs off top of your damn gum head,
That's
boy.
gonna be one heck of a slap, son, because this is real. Ain't glued on, man. Hey, by the way, I'm gonna get you. I'll tell you what, man. After we get some stuff together, I am going to glue you on a hairline. We'll do it
Oh,
together. I need
glue
some
me on the
hairline
hairline? I don't
myself.
want ball is in play, buddy. Ball is in play.
Wow,
I
Dean,
don't need
man,
no
you
damn
missing the
hairline.
fun of it. It ain't no different than wearing a hat. What's the difference?
What you
What
mean
is the
it ain't no
difference?
different?
I'm
I
saying,
don't want
like,
that shit. I don't want that shit sold in my
hey, pay
head.
the man. What the frap?
I don't want that sold in my head and
Come
give
on,
me
man.
damn scars.
All I'm saying,
Bald
Dean,
is the new.
Dean,
That
you
Opalaka, Florida shit you got on your head
listen.
is
Don't worry
out.
about what I got on my head. That gummit. Only in America. Just worry about that 1-2 combo I'm about to frap and hit you with, man.
Yeah, one,
Dean,
two,
Dean,
my ass.
Dean, pay the man. So listen, Dean,
We're gonna Q for
Dean,
Shepherd out
Dean,
for
Dean, Dean, Dean.
yeah, yo.
Hey, man, you're wearing a hat right now. What's the difference if you take the hat off and glue some hair on? Come on home, brother. You ain't got to look like this.
Look here. Whether with a hat or not a hat, ball is in play.
Ball is not
That
in play.
yes, it is.
No,
Ball
okay.
is in
It's
play.
in play if you do it on purpose. Hey, hey, welcome back to Let's Talk with Gales and Dean. I'm your host, Gales, as usual, and to my left. Yeah.
You know what it is. It's the insane Mr. Dean with this whatever you want to call this
You
summer
can't
gun
even
to
say
my
it. You ain't
over
got
here,
nothing, man.
man.
Listen, I want all the smoke. Hold on.
You
Wait a
don't
minute.
want no smoke.
Look.
Hey,
All the smoke. Give
hey,
it to me, that gummit. I demand it.
you be better off going to smoke some of that Jamaican before you won't smoke with me. I tell you that right
Hey,
now, bro.
Shaba. Blood of a double to give it
Yay.
to D. Hey,
Rustify,
to the
go
dime.
over
To
there
the
and get your
D.
slip knot. You know what a slip knot is?
You know what? No. What is that? What is that? What did you just say to me? What
Like,
the crap you just say to me, bro?
slip knot.
You about to get the pause put on you
Get your
early. You
slip
keep
knot.
frapping around.
Slip knot stuff you lace.
8-22-22, that gummit.
Slip knot is what you got. You know, you got the smoke.
8-22-22. That's all I
And
want
then
you
you
to
lace
remember.
little bits in there. That's what a slip knot
Frap
is.
you, Dean.
Learn
Man, I
your
can't wait to
Jamaican
fight this
history.
dude. That gummit, Jason Statham.
Learn your
This is not on
Jamaican
purpose
ancestry.
either. Listen. I'm so tired of people. I have nothing against the ball community, but the ball community seems to have everything against me. Frap,
Who?
you care about what the fraps on my head and how
No,
I
no, no,
glue
no, no.
frap
Look,
you,
look, hold on. I have nothing against dreads at
Uh-huh.
all.
Uh-huh.
It's just that shit that you got on top of your head.
Pay the
I got
man.
something
That gummit
against.
Dean. That gummit Dean.
Come on, man. Look, I've been knowing you since we were kids. You know how to carry yourself very professional.
Mhm.
That, my friend, is not professional. I don't know what that is. And we got a photo shoot. I'm not getting in it with you.
Okay.
I'm not getting
What
in
it
with you on that
is,
shit right there.
Dean. What it is, Dean, is my frapping heritage, that gummit. Matter of fact, get the frap out of here. Now, let me explain to y'all. My daughter, who's now 17, the story goes she comes home and we're in New Mexico. There's not many black people here. And when I say there's not many black people here, it's not hyperbole. I'm literally saying, Dean, that gummit, I'm literally saying that out of the entire school, when my two girls were in school, out of the entire school, there were 3 black people, my 2 daughters and 1 other black person. And she transferred out. You see what I'm saying? So she comes home crying. Rapping, talking about, can we fix my hair? And my wife is like, well, there's nothing wrong with your hair. And she's like, well, it's not straight like the other ones. Like the kids are calling me names. Oh no. So what's my wife do? She kicks the perm. She gets off of the dadgum creamy crack. Okay. She goes natural. She grows her hair out. It inspired me to grow my hair out so my sons don't have to be confused about what's right and what's wrong. And this goes back to our ancestry and it means power. It's a crown, Dean. Ain't no Opaloka, whatever the frap you be saying. So
first of all, it's Opalaka. Opalaka. Okay.
After all that, Dean, I can't wait to fight you. I can't wait to fight you. I can't wait.
It's Opalaka. And you know what? You know what? You're a very, very intelligent guy. You went to damn Vanderbilt. You always been smart. And you don't even know how to pronounce Opalaka. That's what it is. Hey, I guarantee you. Look up Opalaka. Look up dudes from Opalaka. Look at their hair. You fit the damn description, buddy. Don't ever commit no crime.
I'm just tired of bald people telling me about my hair. Won't you stay in your lane and talk about where's the best place you should pull over and get buffed out? That's what. Hey,
check this out. Check this out. Like my boy Jupiter Murphy said in the thread. He hating. That's right, Jupiter. Hating on the bald head guy.
I've been bald before. I've been bald before. Okay, somebody frapped up the hairline, right? I only got like 4 or 5 good cuts left in me. Okay, I get it. But I'm saying at this current time, I'm able to have all this. Okay, and I'm saying for people who shave their heads because they got to, otherwise they'd be looking like frapping Kevin Durant and all of them trying to hold on as much as possible.
Guess what? That's why we shaved it, because we ain't finna go around with a bunch of damn patches in our damn head.
Well, you need to talk to your boy. I know he got that reptilian warped head on him, but man, just tell him
hey, look,
Chuck said, come on home.
First of all, it's cheaper to be bald because we ain't gotta go to the barbershop and pay anywhere from $30 to $100 for a haircut. Nothing against the barbers. Shout out to all the barbers out there. So I'm saving money by shaving my own head every 2 damn days. All I gotta do is go buy a Gillette razor, put the cream on my head in the shower, and it's gone. You, on the other hand, you gotta go out in society and look like it.
Obviously, I don't. See, here's the
thing. People in New Mexico.
What's the difference?
I lock my damn doors.
Hey,
I would lock my damn doors.
What's the difference between me and you? Is I don't give a crap what society says. I go comfortable. When I feel like dressing up, I throw a suit on. I'm completely free. Completely free. I can shave my head, or I can keep these long locks on there. You know what I'm saying? This is the difference between me and you.
I tell you what, that's hey, there you go. You say you can shave your head. That's the bet. If I beat your ass in this damn boxing match we got coming, which is gonna happen, you gotta shave that Jamaican voodoo shit off your head.
What you gonna give me in return? What you gonna give me in return? You gonna grow a hairline? You gonna grow a hairline? Are you gonna grow a hairline? Or you gonna grow a hairline?
I'll grow a hairline.
Y'all, you lying, bro. You can't shave your head for 2 years. Because it takes a long time to grow this back.
So you telling me if I lose, I can't shave my head for 2 years?
2 years.
I take that bet because I know I'm gonna win. And then that shit on your head. And hey, I want to be the one to do it. We gotta meet so we can do it on the show. I want to cut them damn things off your damn head. I want to do it.
Everybody get in the comments right now. Look, I need to know. Are these acceptable terms? If Dean beats me in a boxing match, regulation, headgear, 10-ounce gloves, frapping 4 rounds, then I gotta shave my head. But if I beat him, he can't shave his head for 2 years. Is this fair? I need everybody in the comments to frap and come on and let me know that gummit. Tired of this dude. Only in America, 82222. Frap you, Dean. Frap you.
You and this only in America shit, that's hilarious right there, boy.
I forgot to frap and change my name again. See, I was trying to be nice.
Damn sure did. You see what mine say? The Dean. That's me.
Yeah. Don Gales, that gummit. Only in America. Who we got? Manuel Jones frapping in the building. What's up? Johnny Chambers, what's happening? He says, no, Dean.
hey, Manuel, no, man. Look, he part of the ball club. Tell ain't nothing wrong with the ball, man. It's better than that shit he got on top of his head right there.
Bro, if you think I got hate in my heart, I'm gonna unleash it. 82222, only in America. I'm about to frap this dude up. Frapping tired of this.
That's the bet.
All the little people who Dean ever looked at, whoever cracked on, whatever. Did he steal your lollipop? Did he borrow $1 and pretend like he never did? Whatever the frap is the issue. I'm fighting for the world, that gummit.
He fighting for the world and he gonna take an L. Look, it's bad.
Hairlines versus hairline. Hey, man.
It's bad.
Coach Chambers out here wilding.
Hey, it's bad when you gotta lose to Dean and listen to it for the rest of your damn life. Then you gotta shave your damn head and let me be the one to do it.
Hello, Miss Phil, y'all.
That's gonna be bad.
No. Oh, hold on. Wait. We got a new customer. Hang on, everybody. Clear out. Welcome to the show, Miss Glennis Phil, y'all. This is not a new person. This is an entirely different show because I am a madman. I have 3 podcasts. I'm producing 3 more and 4 in development. Because if I don't do something with my hands, I'm gonna get in trouble. That's it. So now y'all know my secret. Bron easily the GOAT. Fabulous.
Oh, here you go, man. Hey, I'm glad you on tonight, man. Well, we finna piss you off, and then the debate is over. We don't want to hear no more about it. We don't want to hear no more about it after tonight.
Listen, man.
No
I'm
more on
Luka Doncic
Facebook.
guy.
I don't
I'm a
want to hear
Mavericks
no
guy.
more about it, man. Well,
crap out of here. Dadgummit, I can't hear myself. Think. Okay. Mr. Jones, I hear you. Tonight, we're waiting on Cord Childress to come along and help us with this debate. And we're going to end it. I don't want to hear nothing else about LeBron versus Jordan after this. Here's where Dean is. Jordan's the GOAT. End of conversation. Correct, Mr. Dean?
Nope. When Cord come on, I got a lot to say tonight. It ain't just because Jordan is the GOAT.
Listening. Give him the frap off. Get him out of here. Okay, Dean. Now that you're in timeout over there, here's what I said. I said Michael Jordan is the GOAT according to Dean. True or false?
Oh, very damn true. Very damn true.
Pay the man.
We'll always be the damn GOAT. There's no argument. There's a little bit of argument, but I mean, you can't argue with Bron fans because they delusional and they just think this guy is God Almighty and he's a damn crybaby sitting at home watching the playoff this year. And the playoffs are better without Bron in the playoff this year, Manuel Jones. I'm loving every bit of it. He's sitting back watching the playoff. He's watching the playoff. Hold on. He's watching the playoff, and he had 4 top 75 players on his damn team, and his ass is watching the playoff. What's the excuse, Manuel? Don't want to say Frank Vogel's the problem. No, Frank Vogel wasn't the damn problem. Your boy Bron was the problem because he handpicked this damn roster. Live with it, sit back, and watch the greatest playoffs without his ass.
Are you saying this? The people love it. What do they love? The timeout. What is the timeout? Get him the crap out of here. See, Dean don't ever come with receipts. He just comes from a place of hate and ignorance. I mean, a level of ignorance that I couldn't have even fathomed before I met this dude. He makes no sense anytime, anywhere, any place on any subject. Never. You have never made sense.
Check this out. I make sense when I don't make sense. Now sit on that shit for a minute.
Pay the man, by the way.
I make sense when I
time out. So anyway, Manuel Jones writes in for people who are listening. Oh, I'm sorry, we got to do the hellos. Dean, help me do the hellos. Say hello to Facebook.
How you doing, Facebook? How you doing out there?
Hello to
right?
Twitter.
All right. Hey, Twitch. How you doing? Twitch.
That's right.
How y'all doing out there, baby?
YouTube. Hello.
YouTube. Thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk with Gales and Dean and watch me burn his ass tonight.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I tried to let him participate. So anywho, so yeah, Manuel Jones, I'm with you, man. And I'm not even sure how to say your name now after hearing Dean say it. What the crap did you Dean, say his name again? Manuel.
First of all, I don't call it. He know I don't call it by his real name anyway. I call it by his. That's some. I do not call Manuel Jones.
Manuel, I'm gonna fight him for you too. Anybody, any frapping body. Now let me explain myself, Dean. So you believe Jordan is the GOAT? No questions asked.
I do.
I also believe Jordan is a GOAT, but I still ask plenty of questions. You know me, I'm a Dallas everything. I came up, I was born in the mid-'80s. I came up in the 90s. You know what was popping in the 90s? Dallas everything. The Rangers, the Stars, the Cowboys. Frapping Whitney Houston, Michael Jackson performing for the Cowboys, man, in the Super Bowl. Come on, man. So I've always been a fan, right? So right now, my team of the Mavericks, I don't understand how this guy to my left, right, to everyone out there to your right, I don't understand where he's coming from on this LeBron hate. It seems to me like it's just pure hate. It seems to me like Mr. Jones is saying, he talk loud and don't be saying nothing. Dadgum, I agree with that. Man, I'm going to have to get him on the show.
Hey, you
stick around, click the link later. We can get on the debate face to face. Let's do this.
You being Gales, him being little man, because that's what I call him. I don't call him by a government name. Y'all think the hell you want to. I talk loud in a damn way, and I make sense. I make sense because every time I make a post on it, Manuel, little man get in his feelings about it because he know I'm spitting facts. You know I'm spitting.
I just need a moment. Bear with me, audience. Bear with me. Who's Dean, give me one fact to start us off that proves without a shadow of a doubt that LeBron James is not the GOAT and Michael Jordan is.
Michael Jordan, 6 NBA Finals, 6-0. LeBron James, what is he? 4-7.
Who the crap you got feeding you answers? You got that gun report? Like, put him on the camera. Who the
4 and
crap
7.
is giving Dean
4-7 in
Get the crap out of here. How you got help over there? I ain't got nobody on this side. You can't remember? You can't remember your King's frapping stats? What the frap was that? Where is he? Where is he? Who was that? I want to know whose voice that is. I want to see their face. I need them to answer for this.
That wasn't nobody. That was me. I got a lag over here. I got a lag. You know my shit be lagging.
Hey, the man, I can't doubt that. I'm going to let it go.
You know my stuff be lagging, Jack.
Moving on.
You know I be lagging, man. What'd he say?
He said Jordan be having guys in their feelings and people get better with time, and it's LeBron's time.
No, it's not. He's had his damn time. His time is over, little man. It's over.
Thank you, Miss Phil, y'all.
Look here. Did I not tell you this a while back? The days of seeing LeBron James in the NBA Finals are over. It's done. He would never be back in the NBA Finals.
Let me
you LeBron, no. You Bron fans, sit back, soak it up when he was going to the finals. You take that and cherish that shit because his days of going to the NBA Finals are over. They're done. It's okay. It's these new bloods. Let them have their shine. It's over. He's not going back to no final. That's why he talking about, I want to play with Steph Curry. I want to play with Luka. Of course you want to go play with those two great players to try to get back to the championship. They don't want to play with your ass, though. Except the fact, play with street clothes Anthony Davis and the rest of your guys over 40 on your team and just sit back and not make the playoffs every year. It's okay. Until LeBron get there and y'all still ain't going to the playoffs. Because I don't even think LeBron is an NBA caliber player, but he'll get there off his name. He will get there off of his name.
He'll get there because his father sticks to him like glue, thus creating that nepotism, just like all other great men do. Like, I need you to start paying attention to that, okay? Because one day when you grow up, I hope that you are in your son's face if it gives him a better shot at his dream, whether it be NBA, chess champion, or scientist. I hope that you use whatever you've built up to help the next person.
I coach sports. You know this. So I use what I know to help out in this shit. All right?
Pay the man.
Y'all just get mad because I'm not a fan of Bron's. I don't want to be a fan of Bron. He don't wow me. Mike and Kobe wow me.
Okay, so we're in the comments. I see you back there in the backstage. You know what? No, I ain't gonna even do it. So Ms. Phil, y'all says, how do you know this? I'm assuming she's saying about who's the greatest. Okay. Let's hear it.
Oh, you want me to answer? You want me to answer? You go first. You go first. What
do you mean I go first? I'm asking you a question. I went first, asking you the dadgum question. She's asking, how do you know all this about Jordan versus Bron?
The history. We know it because of the history. Of course, Bron's setting more records right now because he's been in the league damn 20 years. If Jordan had to play 19...
I need you to stop that. Answer this question. We're going to go step by step. Did Michael Jordan leave the league because he just wanted to and he was on top, or because his skill set was being passed by all the youngins?
Jordan just wanted to stop for a while.
And
Jordan could have stayed. If he had stayed 10 more years, the debate wouldn't even be close. If he stayed long as than LeBron, the debate wouldn't even be close.
No player in the history of
look here. Okay, look.
No player in the history of the NBA has done this at age 37, averaging 38-6. Get the frap out of here, Dean. No player in the history. It's never been done. It's never been frapping.
Okay,
done?
he did
Explain
all that.
yourself.
He did all that little stat that y'all just put up and sitting his ass at home didn't make the playoffs. The debate is over. Stephen A. said the other day.
Don't mean no damn
You have
sense. Time out. That gummit. Now I got a time in you.
no. You ain't gonna time out. You have a season like
still going. He's still frapping talking. Come with receipts or shut the frap up.
I'm gonna keep
That's
talking.
the rules here.
I'm gonna keep. I don't shut the fuck.
Okay, so joining us now. Look at his face. Look at that frapping face.
Oh, shut up, nobody, baby.
No, frap you, man. You got
no receipts. You almost got me to say the other word. We finna get banned off here.
A major fine. Come on, pay that money for them Kierans, that gummit.
It almost slipped. The debate is over. You have that type of season, and you still can't will your team to the playoff. The debate is over. There's no damn debate. There's no debate. He's no go. He should be. He should be a number 3 seed in the West right now, but he's sitting his ass at home watching the number 3, 2, and 1 team in the West play.
Bro.
No, it ain't no bro. What's his excuse for?
This is what people do when they don't have a frapping leg to stand on. I say 2 + 2 is 4. He goes, no, blah, 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 blah. He ain't saying crap. He didn't say one thing. He's got nothing. Only in America. That's why 8/20/22. I'm frapping you up, Dean. I cannot wait to put them gloves on, bro. Look at them. No, okay. All right. Anyway, I ain't got time to frap at you. We got to welcome our guests now. That got me all fired up. My forehead, probably all greased up and stuff. Look what you did. I can't even look good for company. This is what you do to me, Dean. This is what you do to me.
Have you ever looked good for company? Hell no. Get our guest on the damn show.
Welcome to the show, DJ Go Hard. AKA,
there he is.
How we doing?
Pretty good.
I y'all already well into the discussion.
Hey, my guy, DJ Go Hard, Cord. You know you my guy back to the end. I got Gales up here running his mouth. Then we got little man in the chat running his mouth. I need some reinforcement. on this debate.
No. My question is, why is he in the chat running his mouth instead of showing his face getting on here and doing what he needs to do?
I like this. I'm so tired of this. Hold on, right there in the chat. Click the frapping link and get the frap on here.
Look,
come on, man. I need
you. See when I make posts on Facebook, and I see when you make posts. Who the first person to come with their damn comments every time?
Always. These keyboard warriors, they do too much for me. That's why, I had to let them know I'm not doing no more responding to no.
Get him out of here. Get him out of here. Frap all of that noise, that gummit. I need you to click that link right there as I welcome them back on. Follow the directions and
see how they do us. You see how they do us? That's Bron fans for you, man. Okay, that's Bron fans for you.
I'm done talking to you, Mr. Childress. I'm sorry. DJ Go Hard. Okay. I don't know. What do you prefer? Am I in trouble using the government?
It's Go Hard or don't go, but you can call me Mr. Childress. It really don't matter. Today though, I'm gonna go hard on the topic at hand. So
I like this. Okay, so break this down for me. Who is your GOAT and why?
Well, my GOAT is the GOAT. It's only one GOAT, and I'm gonna break down why there's only one GOAT.
Please.
It's not no multiple GOATs. There's no GOAT of this era, GOAT of that era, GOAT of that era, GOAT of that era. It's as simple as this. Me, you, Dean, Lil Man, whoever else out there in America, we can have our opinion, on who is our GOAT, who is our favorite player, and so on. But it simply boils down to, are we experts in the field?
Ooh, okay.
Are we experts in the field? Because here's one thing. If you set, you ever heard of a jury? To the viewers and the chat people, little man, whoever. You ever heard of a jury?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that jury comes up with the decision as a whole as to what the verdict is. Hold on one sec. Yeah, to what the verdict is. Okay, so collectively, they've decided on a verdict. In this case, we're talking about a profession. So just because me, you, and Dean may decide, okay, the COVID shot is or is not, good for you, the quote unquote experts determine collectively that it is.
So what are the experts saying?
I got my reasons why I'm against it.
Right, right.
But the experts have determined the verdict. So
what are the experts saying?
In this case, the experts collectively, and we could even go on the premise of just regular people, me, you, Dean, anybody else. We can do a nationwide poll, and it's still gonna read over 75% Michael Jordan is the GOAT. Now, the experts in this field, the experts meaning owners, coaches, agents, players, former players, current players, kids to this day that ain't even, made it to college or out of high school yet, have determined collectively, overwhelmingly, who the actual GOAT is. Okay. Which is, of course, Michael Jordan.
Okay.
Now, still, it's broken down into one's opinion, even saying experts or amateur, whoever, however you want to sum it up. But here's the thing. How can you go against what the players that actually played with, against, for, and so on have determined? The best player that they've seen, that they've played against, is one Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Now, as far as LeBron goes, I'm not going to make this a LeBron bashing segment or anything like that, because I got high respect for dude. And I've even found myself at certain points of his career feeling like, damn, this dude might just be the GOAT, as athletic as he is, as dominating as he is, and everything else. But here's the thing. It's about the total package in its entirety. It ain't just about one or two things that you do well, or how much you've contributed to this franchise or that franchise. It boils down to how many things do you do well in the game, as far as from an individual standpoint. What I mean is, Michael Jordan, who, again, the experts being the players, current, former, future, agents, owners, management, have determined to be the GOAT. He has no weaknesses in his game. Now, what I mean is, he does every single thing either average or above average. He does nothing below average. I find people want to argue, well, he didn't shoot threes well. Actually, he was an average, according to the stats, 3-point shooter. He has no weaknesses. He is not below average on threes. He's not below average on free throws. He's not below average in his skill set by any means. He's not below average in his clutch gene, his talent, his mindset. He don't have shortcomings in any way, shape, form, or fashion when you're talking about on a large scale from an individual perspective. Yeah. Of course, basketball is a team sport. One likes to argue, well, LeBron makes his team better. LeBron does this for his team. LeBron does that for his team. And that's all fine and dandy. I can't take that away from LeBron. But what LeBron does have a weakness at, I can name off quite a few. And again, I ain't going to make this a LeBron bashing segment.
It sounds like you're about to. It sounds like you're about to. Give him the crap out of here as we welcome Manuel Jones to the Dadgum Show. That's right.
So you going to just cut me off like that?
Yeah. He can't welcome little man to the show because he froze.
Crap you. Oh, he froze. See, I got no allies around here, man.
He can't welcome. He froze. I got
no frapping allies.
I don't speak from a perspective of feelings myself. I speak from the facts, which get you to the truth. And me and little man, Manuel John, we've had this discussion several times. And he likes to say, oh, he's more athletic. He's bigger, he's stronger, he's this, he's that. I won't even argue those points. But it's about the totality of what you've done, both on and off the court.
But hang on, DJ Go Hard. Here's what I'm saying. I want some parameters. I want to end this debate tonight because I'm frankly sick of frapping hearing Dean pretend to know about basketball to bash a black father. Now he hates when I say this. Look at his face.
What does a black father have to do with basketball?
No. I'm going beyond basketball, sir. I transcend frapping sports. I'm talking about anytime we black people get in public and talk bad about any other black person. That's just my personal preference. That's all. That's all. Now, LeBron James is a father. Dean only talks about the negative side, right? We had a whole show. Where I was like, okay, say whatever you want about LeBron, but make sure you attach something positive as well. He said one good thing and 12 negative things. He claims to hate LeBron James, right? Craig, I'm going to get to your comment here in a little bit in the chat. He claims to hate LeBron James, but I argue that he is LeBron James's biggest fan. He buys the shoes. He watches every game, apparently, because he knows everything about LeBron and his antics, right? Even speaking, you understand that LeBron James makes money every time someone says his name?
Case in point. The NBA is a brand.
Yes.
It is a brand. Let's understand this. You don't think the NBA wants us talking about LeBron James?
Absolutely. They created this whole thing.
LeBron
James never said anything about being the GOAT until they said it first.
Bullshit.
The NBA made him the chosen one.
Yes. I'm talking about from the magazine,
he went on to say when he made that little funky ass block, that made me the GOAT.
That's not what he said. So anyway, what I'm saying is when he first came in the league, he had the dadgum deal with Nike, which is a blockbuster deal. Congratulations. Look, let's take a first of all, I need to talk about your music, sir. All right. One song in particular. Dean, introduce the song.
A Bird Boy?
Oh my goodness. So it's called Swipe. This right here.
He gonna throw me on card. My bad, man. You ain't playing it. You bobbing your damn head. Ain't no music coming.
That's because I can hear y'all too.
Money good, credit right. That's my type. She can't get free out of everybody.
All right. Just because you're on the show, I don't want him to frap and sue me, man. Get the frap out of here. Talk to me a little bit about your music before we continue the debate. I'm still waiting on Manny. Get back home. Where are you? Yeah, talk a little bit about your music, man. How you get started in it, what you're doing now, and then we'll flow right back into this debate. Hold on. We ain't got your audio right. Hold on. Let me see. Let me check. Mic settings. You turned up. Make sure your settings are good.
I went from being of course a music artist. I started in high school. One of the very few, people in my town who, at the time, at one of the only record stores in town, at 16 years old, I was in there, in the actual music store, so from 2005 up until now, I've been active on the music scene, quote unquote. And, for me, with my music, it became a point of, I was putting so much into it and wasn't getting enough out of it. So I had to take a different direction, as far as how do I get something out of my music? I've always been creative, artistic in the sense of making music. So have my brothers and people around me or whatever. But I went to school, for the business side of it, the music business. I learned that it's not just music, it's a music business. So I went to Music Business Essentials school and got certified in the shit, got me an LLC, and started building a brand so that I could, further the brand, the LLC, get some credit towards the LLC, put that towards a budget for the music in any and all ways. And, up until about 2017, like I said, I was really pouring so much into the music side of it. I felt like I was just losing without enough recoup. So at that point, I started pouring it all into my daughter, without even consciously thinking about me losing still more money because I'm pouring it into, what I was doing. So after that, with my daughter's little run or whatever, Minnie Maya, shout out to her. If you hadn't heard of her, I decided I needed to go to school for it. Like I said, I turned it into a business. This last little project I put out, that Swipe song you just heard, that was some of my latest work. You know, I got plenty more that I am planning on putting out. But then for me, it was about marketing, you know, something I learned in the music business essentials program, which no better way for me to market it than to get on the front line and be the one that's controlling the music. So now I'm DJing.
Let me
And
ask you
this will go right into what I'm, you know, feel about MJ as far as being a jack of all trades, quote unquote. See, one thing I learned and that I believe is, and I've heard, of course, people reference that, you know, a jack of all trades is a master at none.
Right.
But one thing for certain and two things for sure, a jack of all trades is a master at none, but it's still 100 times more valuable than a master of one.
I love it.
You
Let's
know
get
what
to
I'm
Dean's
saying?
question real quick. Go ahead.
Man, hey, go hard, man. You know how it is. Like, we come from a little small town. You know what I'm saying? A small town, but like when you tell people about our town, the one thing I tell about it, we from a small town, but nobody fear anything, and that's true for all of us come there. But being a rapper coming from that small town or where we from, is it harder for y'all artists to get seen coming from that small town compared to somebody in the city like Nashville that's just 40 miles up the road from us? You know what I'm saying? Because our town, we all know each other, but you got to get your music and stuff out for people to get to know you. So is it harder coming from the small town, small environment of Columbia than it would be like if you lived in Nashville to get on the music scene?
I mean, you can look at it both ways, yes and no. I mean, it's just as hard in somewhere like Nashville because this is a bottom of the barrel crab in the bucket type of business, you know, for everyone. You know, everyone thinks they can partake in it, and everyone you know, thinks that they're a quote unquote expert at it. You know, just like people that hoop at the rec think that they are, you know, inclined to have such a strong opinion on who the GOAT is. You know, you got people who just go to the
He's
studio and make
good.
music and, you know, upload it, and now they're a Grammy nominated Billboard artist. You know, I'm one who believes in just common sense and truth, you know, and I got my opinions, you know, and things like that, but I also understand my opinion is just like yours, you know, and everyone else is just like an asshole. So I keep it limited, and I speak intelligently on the things that I, you know, can convey. But it is hard, don't get me wrong, but it's hard as you make it. You know, I seen some the other day, like a shark is only gonna grow as big as the tank is, and you know, you put it in the ocean, it's gonna grow. You feel me? So if you get out and you go to a larger place and change your environment, quote unquote, and that goes for the people in Nashville too, because in those cities, you know, some people actually they know everybody on their side of town or in their city, no matter how big it is, you know, no matter how well known it is. It may be hard for them to get beyond the borders of their city. So they may need to relocate, go to another area and switch it up. And they can make it easier for you. But there's so many different ways now to get on. I mean, and at your fingertips, as far as these phones and the internet go, it's all about how you network and market your stuff now, though. So
Now the DJ
it's not
thing,
really hard.
you know what I'm saying? You done transition over to that. Was that transition a smooth transition over to the DJ thing? Are you getting booked a lot? You know, like your name out there in the DJ world? Because I know we got a lot of people.
Yeah, everything.
You know what I'm saying? To try to DJ, and which that's when I seen you doing that, I was like, man, hats off to my guy, because that's something I wanted to do myself, but I ain't got all that. I ain't got the work like y'all got to do, because I know it's hard. DJ Skinny is a friend of mine from just talking to him years ago, and all is going up there behind the turntable and see all the stuff he do. That's a lot of work. So I take my hats off to any DJ. So how with that transition smooth going from rapping to DJ?
Yeah, for me it was very, very smooth, easy too, because I mean, for one, I know music. For two, I'm in tune with the music, being a artist, you know what I mean, or starting out as an artist, but and also just building up, you know, my popularity, fan base, clout, whatever you want to call it, you know. So that alone, and with me being pretty okay with being a, you know, a rapper, whatever, it made the transition a lot easier. I must say that. I don't know if I would have been able to transition as easy as I did without being a rapper for so long and a rapper first in my town. So, everything for a reason. And I wasn't even supposed to be a DJ. I was at a showcase, trying to win a showcase to impress some A&Rs just a year ago. And, they from Atlanta and nobody was there to DJ the event because the DJ had COVID. So I just took it upon myself like, shit, I ain't finna let the city look bad, and we not even have the damn showcase. And this man done came from Atlanta, like, fuck it, I'm gonna get in the DJ booth and I'm gonna run the whole damn DJ thing without even knowing what I'm doing. I got up there and I just did it, and shit, I performed also. And from that point on, it ain't even been a full year yet. Well, it might be a year. Hell, just last week, I think. From that point on, I started DJing, and yeah, I'm getting booked every weekend, 2-3 times a weekend now. You know what I'm saying? Here, Lewisburg, Nashville, Murfreesboro, Shelbyville. I got shows coming up here. There, I'm DJing Juneteenth down here.
Okay. Now that's my little sister who puts that on in Columbia.
Most definitely. Salute to her. Salute to her, Jay Lee, and all those involved with Juneteenth. That's a beautiful thing. And I'm just grateful to be a part of that, and I have no limitations on, my skill set when it comes to DJing. Like I said, a jack of all trades, may not be a master, at one. A master of none, but definitely is 100 times more valuable than a master at one. I can play, old school music. I DJ kid parties, teen parties, weddings,
nice.
Spanish parties and don't know Spanish. You know what I'm saying? All that shit. It's just about the work that you put into it. It's that Michael Jordan mindset,
That MJ mindset, Don Gales.
You know what? Only in America. Hold on. Couple of things here. One, I don't know if you saw the private chat or not, but in the private chat, I want you to put your socials up, or you can put it in the public chat so people know where to find you and your music and where they can hear more of your story. Now, we got to get back. First of all, before we get back to this debate, Dean and I are trying to court Disney. Think about Disney. They don't like a bunch of cursing. So we have a fine system. Look, I know it's your first time here, so I don't know exactly how much you owe, but I'm gonna need you to go ahead and pay some of that DJ money over. Fork it over, dadgummit. So here's the phrase.
I'm already a million in the hole.
Right, frapping right. So here's what I'm saying. Every time you curse, that's fine. That's your constitutional right. We allow people to be free on the show, but I need a dadgum donation.
I got you.
Okay, so moving on. Okay. I want to know how we can settle this GOAT debate, man. Because we got people in the comments. I'm going back up. Got to scroll a little bit.
Scrolling.
Go hard. See it, dadgummit.
Go hard. We got somebody in the chat that's always on our side, and there's Jesse Hunt. So he can end it all. We get him on here, end it like that.
I mean, but again, these are just our opinions. You should really, take heed to what, again, the experts say. I mean, I'm not gonna say that no one that says LeBron is the GOAT is wrong. I'm not gonna argue with him no more. I'm not even gonna quote unquote debate with him because it wasn't a debate to begin with. When you got people like Larry Bird saying that Michael Jordan is God disguised, as Michael Jordan with a basketball,
right?
And you got people like Bob Knight, who before he even played an NBA game, telling you this is the best basketball player I've ever seen in my life, regardless of the Wilt Chamberlain.
Oh, not sure where he went. So what I'm saying, that gummit. It's a show rule, that gummit. It can happen at any time, that gummit. Here's what I'm saying. You're a professional. Dean and I are now professional speakers. So we're going to have the debate because we want to end the debate. Somehow, we all three agree already that Jordan is the GOAT. I'm not necessarily debating that. Okay. Children, here's what we do. I'm talking to my kids, not y'all. That's why I got you off the screen. Don't hate me. Don't hurt me. Here's what I'm saying. I'm talking to my kids real quick. Okay. Kids, when you have a debate, here's how it works. One person goes at a time. We argue the premise of, here's the question. As Craig Jude in the comment is saying, I'm still confused why this is even a debate. Jordan is the GOAT, but LeBron is great and should be on the Mount Rushmore. Here's the problem with that, Craig. Our boy Dean, is not putting him in the top 5. He's not.
I want to
putting him
speak on
in the
that
top
next too.
10. You know what I'm saying? Dean, is he even in your frapping top 25?
He in my top 20. Look at when I say my top 5 and top 10, that's mine. That ain't got shit to do with nobody else.
Pay the man.
He in my top 25, but I'm not gonna put it. All right, I put him in my top 5. I give him number. I give him
no. Don't back away now. That's why I'm gonna box you. 822, 22. Only in America.
Okay, all right. I put him in my top 15. I'm sorry, I just put him in my top 15. It's other players that done better shit than Bron.
Okay, pay the man. And here's what I'm saying. I need you to be able to say why. Why is he not in your top 15, top 5, whatever? Why? That's the question. And so before we go into this debate, I need you guys to set the parameters. I'm going to allow you two to set the parameters. What makes a GOAT?
What makes a GOAT?
What makes a GOAT?
One damn thing, a GOAT is
him having no weaknesses.
Right. And then in a sport, people feared Michael Jordan in basketball. These players didn't fear Bron. And they
you want to know what else makes him the GOAT? When you have other professions, other anything, you know, you pretty much the premise of if you're the best at what you do, you the Michael Jordan of it.
You don't hear nobody say you the LeBron of it.
Okay,
you hear him say you are Michael Jordan of it.
So here's what I'm saying for a debate. Hang on, go hard.
Debate's over, bro.
Oh, hold on, D. We haven't even started yet. No one's saying on this panel that Jordan's not the GOAT. Y'all are saying Jordan's the GOAT. I'm saying Jordan's the GOAT. That's fine. But I'm saying, how do we classify? Dadgummit, Dean. How do we classify the GOAT?
I just told you.
No. But those are all feelings. We're not doing feelings, no facts.
They're not feelings. Segment. He has zero weaknesses.
No. But I'm saying you need to be able to clarify that with. Okay, here's an example. Let's bring Dean back. Crybaby face. Look, here's what I'm saying. Here are 3 things. I'm gonna tell you why. Here's how I measure the GOAT. Okay, number of championships, statistics, and influence. You see what I did there? I gave you 3 tangible reasons why I think LeBron, So you saying influence because the shit he do out the court, and Mike wasn't really big and stuff he did off the court. We're talking about on the court. Take the off the court shit. So I gave him an example. You love being in timeout, don't you, Dean? You love it back there, don't you? Huh? I can't wait. 8:22:22. I'm gonna put these paws on you. I cannot wait. Anyway, I gave you my examples. I'm talking about tangible things. That means things that you can look at, feel, quantify, and prove. Not the idea of, he's got more dog in him. Like, how do you measure dog? Okay.
Here's
what I'm saying. Number of championships, statistics, influence, which means dollars, which means how the game is played, rule changes, all of these things.
See, but everything you're explaining is for a blind person. For a blind person to hear someone else say, okay, he had this many, that XYZ. Anybody with 2 eyes and common sense can clearly see he has no weaknesses in his game. And if you can't, I don't know if you're dumb, autistic, all due respect, no disrespect, brother.
Whoa, get him out of here. We're not here to call names. We're here to argue points. Points only.
Seriously.
Go ahead. Oh, he was being serious. You don't
know Mike had no weaknesses, man.
I mean, what else do you want me to say?
Can you name?
Okay, can't do it. Okay, so here's where I'm going to make the argument here. Okay, for anybody who's out there who may be confused, I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'm a bad host. So when I look at, let's look at statistics. Okay, that's one of the big 3. As I welcome the gentleman back. Oh man, y'all are taking this well, taking it like a champ. I love it. I love it.
Statistics.
So basically, Dean he should know how to control this stuff to stop me from kicking him off, but he refuses to learn. I've never seen anything like it, DJ Go Hard. We've known this guy for a long, long time. Just refuses to learn.
You love statistics, huh?
Yeah. I don't know what to do with it. So here's what I'm saying. Jordan, 30.1 points per game. LeBron James, 27.1. In that statistic, Michael Jordan's the greatest.
Why are you comparing LeBron to him? Compare Wilt Chamberlain if you're going to talk statistics.
Right. That's why they don't have debate.
Compare Floyd Mayweather to Muhammad Ali if you're going to talk statistics.
He got you on that.
I'm talking about common sense.
I'm not talking about common sense. I'm talking about measurable things so we can put this to bed once and for all. Like we're on the same team.
It's
Y'all
gonna
make this
always
way
be
more
a debate
difficult.
if you do it this way, bro.
Right.
No. Here's what I'm saying.
Right.
Here's what I'm saying. Because just like what you're saying, right? Compare a bunch of different people. Like Bill Russell, more championships in basketball. So does that make him the great? Does that make him the GOAT? No, it can't be based off of one thing. Right?
But it can be.
So, okay, are we making the GOAT conversation in basketball about championships, period?
No.
Are we making it about points?
Nope.
Are we making it about steals, rebounds? What makes the player the greatest? I just need y'all
The
to be able
fact
to
that he
argue
was
that point.
the fact that he had no weaknesses in every one of those categories.
That's not quantifiable.
Because, like, okay,
There's been plenty of people that has got more efficiency than Michael Jordan. That's not quantifiable, man. You're saying all those things, he had no weaknesses. There are 10 frapping players who had even less weaknesses than him, but they didn't win the championships. They were not influential, and they didn't have the statistics to match.
But they weren't below average on at least one thing.
Okay. Undefeated in statistics. Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're going with?
But
DJ
statistics, you want to talk statistics and make it a
Please.
debate so bad.
It's just one third
you
of the debate.
refuse to just use common sense like everybody else, obviously. Okay,
like
let's
this.
just measure it on.
I like this. Get out the way, Dean. Get the frame out the way. Go ahead. Let's go.
Let's just measure it on the full body of work, like you said, when it comes down to championships, statistics, and influence. Okay, both on and off the floor. Now, let's look at this. I love when people say, well, it's just a generational thing, and 20, 30 years from now, people at this age, they gonna say LeBron is the GOAT because it's just that's who they came up looking at. Okay. Well, you know, the one exception to that is a $1 billion Nike company that is the biggest influence that has ever graced any type of sport or the hell.
Wait. Are we talking about Jordan's Jumpman, or are we talking about Nike itself?
You got kid. Jordan brand will never die. So 50 years from now, even if a kid grows up watching Zion, James, Curry, Durant, if that's his name, you know, somebody who has, you know, all of the intangibles and no weaknesses even, they're going to still go back and look at Michael Jordan's highlight. You got to remember, we're not talking about Wilt, Bill, or any of those old guys who is debatable of what they done or what, you know, their records they said, how they play, style of play. You can look at Michael Jordan's career from beginning to end with your two eyes. Right now, and will forever be able to. So his name will forever be relevant, one. Kids in the future will be able to go back and see, like, okay, let me see what this dude is all about. Why? What's the hype about these Jordans? Because they keep buying the same pair, and I see that they've been buying them for the last 40 years. Okay, there's no bigger influence than that.
I'm guilty. I keep buying the same damn pair. I know I do.
There's no bigger influence than that. So that's the off the court influence. And I love LeBron and the schools he's building and the example he set for black men to you know to have a strong black woman, building, you know, his family. He ain't even had no blemishes pretty much in his career, like no scandals or nothing like that, anything.
None yet.
Not yet until that, you know, that.
I love how. Wait, hold on, DJ, go hard.
But,
you, Dean. Hold on, DJ. Hold on, Dean. Fap you. Like he said that with such conviction. Yeah, not yet. We gonna find something. I don't understand Dean's fapping hard on for this dude. But you gotta see somebody, Dean. I'm concerned for your mental health.
Ain't no damn mental health. Ain't no mental health. Look, and go hard. Look, go hard. Listen to me. You can go back and look at. You can go back and look at some of my shows. I've always gave that man props for what he do off the court.
Yes.
Everybody know that I'm not a LeBron fan. You can go back and I've said it many times. What he do, the things he do off the court, I respect. I like that. I'm not a fan of the summer gun on court, and I never will be. Never.
He does have a certain.
I play ball in his shoes because he got a for real basketball shoe. I've never hurt an ankle or nothing in his shoe. His shoe is for basketball. I give him that. But as far as him suiting up in number 6 or number 23, I would never be a fan of his on the court. I respect this game. I respect what he do off the court. I like what he do off the court. I'd never be a fan of him on the court.
Okay, fine. Not what we're talking about. So look, statistically, it is no real comparison, but people always use this one excuse, and Dean is getting ready to do it. I can tell by the glare in his left eye. You know what I'm saying?
What do you mean there's no comparison?
Statistically, there is no comparison.
Are you talking about accolades, or you talking about?
No. I didn't say accolades. I said statistically. Points, Jordan. Rebounds, Bron. Assists, Bron. Steals, Jordan. Blocks are about the same.
Okay.
Turnovers are worse. Minutes, field goal percentage. Like I'm saying.
Okay, so Wilt is the best statistically. Next subject.
We're not comparing.
We're not going to compare LeBron
anybody.
and Jordan if we're talking about GOATs and
But if we're talking about if we're saying that the GOAT conversation comes down to Jordan or LeBron,
only because the NBA wants it that way. That's not my who came up with this?
I got a Dean Frappin Jr. What was I thinking? It's because I respect his music. That's what it was. I like his music.
If we talk,
that's why I brought him on. I thought he was going to add some levity, but no, it's just more of the Frappin
knowledge, and you can't take it. That's why I'm sitting back and enjoying it.
I'm speaking truth.
I'm saying so. Stats
you
is
talking
Wilt Chamberlain.
Facts, but I'm talking truth.
Here's what I'm saying. Okay,
and I'm enjoying it.
Let's talk truth. Okay, one at a time. Here's what I'm saying. Statistics go to Wilt. Championships go to Russell. Like anything else you named, except for scoring titles and undefeated in the in the championships. That's all. That's it. So I'm saying, how can we even say LeBron or I'm sorry, Jordan is the GOAT? I'm saying it's not just statistics. It's not just statistics. Okay, it's also influence and it's also frapping.
Championships.
Championships. Right. Those are the three. So if we stick to the three, Jordan has more championships. Stat-wise goes to LeBron. Jordan has more influence. That's how debate works. You guys are coming in from an emotional thing, like, nah, he ain't got this.
It's not emotional.
That.
It's a truthful standpoint when you're talking about an expert.
No. Because if I tell you, we're only comparing Dean and Gales today of who has the most hair. You're like, well, if you want to talk about most hair, Bob Marley got both of y'all. That don't make no frapping sense. That's not who the frap we're talking about. DJ Go Hard. What the frap are we doing? Keep it in boundaries. We're talking about two individuals. One is worth $850 million, and none of his companies have vested yet, which means after they vest, he'll probably be worth $2 billion. Jordan is not worth $2 billion. Influence, you can't deny that frapping.
Jordan ain't worth $2 billion. Have you lost your damn mind?
I'm sorry. Say again.
Jordan ain't worth $2 billion.
How much? I'm sorry. Did I get that wrong, Dean? Mr. Dean is with the stats nowadays. Okay, Dean, this is what I like. This is how debate works. Please correct me. How much is Michael Jordan worth?
He's most definitely worth $2 billion.
No. You just said the same thing you said before. I'm asking you, how much is Michael Jordan worth?
I just told you he's worth $2 billion damn dollars.
On the dot, $2 billion.
Give or take.
You see what this private dude did? He's worth exactly $1.7 billion. Fine.
Okay.
So LeBron James is worth $3 billion. You're gonna say he's more? No, that's not how that works. That's not how that works, Dean.
I was right there.
That's not how that works.
$1.7 billion. I'm not far off.
You said he's definitely worth $2 billion somewhere in there.
To me and to everybody else,
said the number was actually 0.9 million.
Well, check this out. At the end of the year, he'll be worth $2 billion.
Oh man, I'm not gonna make it to the fight because I'll probably end up trapping in the hospital with my stress levels. I'm not gonna make it to 8/22/22.
And as our boy Mr. Lee Sparkman said, Amazon says Jordan is worth $2.2 billion. So where the hell are you getting your stats from?
Amazon. What the frap is that?
What the hell is Amazon?
Hey, give me the frap. No. Shut the frap up, Dean. I'm like frapping talking to you, Lee Sparkman.
Hey, I get in the skin, boy.
And correct me. I don't mind being corrected. Okay, but what y'all are doing is what everybody does. Well, what about this? What about that? No. I'm telling you, if we just keep it to Bron and Jordan, we need to be able to say why he's the GOAT definitively. And I think you have an argument when y'all say championships. You have an argument, even kind of sort of with stats and in influence. But I need us to say that out loud so we can all move on once and for all.
We can move on once and for all.
They go hard?
Once and for all, Michael Jordan is the damn GOAT. The debate is over. We just told you why. I'm not explaining this shit no more.
Pay the man. Get the crap out of here. DJ Go Hard. Why is Michael Jordan the GOAT?
Because I can pull up any footage on any expert in this subject, because as much as you want to be an expert, I'm sorry, Yales, you're not an expert.
I'm not
You
saying
didn't
I'm an
play against
expert.
Michael
No.
Jordan. You didn't play with
Hang
Michael
on.
Jordan. You
I
didn't
never
coach
claimed to be an expert. I said that I was a professional, and I have an opinion, just like any other walking, swinging, frapping Johnson around here.
You didn't coach. You didn't. How can players that play with LeBron James say that Michael Jordan is the GOAT?
What the frap is that question?
So here's the thing. You act like their opinions don't hold more merit than somebody like me and you.
I'm saying they do, but I'm saying they always talk about the untangibles, right? You know, like he had that look in his eye. He had this, he had that. No one is talking about footwork influence. No one's talking about statistics, because if you go to statistics, Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell have to be introduced. So they stay away from that. Everything is mythos. Man, he just floated through the sky and would stay up in the air longer than everybody else.
And you know what that's called? You know the one thing that y'all LeBron fans love to divert from is common sense. You act like that don't exist. The eye test ain't real. It's got to be what's on paper.
Oh my goodness, this is a disaster.
And that's true too. And you can't say it's not.
We speak in two different languages.
Exactly.
So what I'm frapping saying is that all of that's true. And y'all keep painting me as the LeBron fan who's saying LeBron is the GOAT, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying for the people who keep this conversation going, they always talk about stats and they talk about championships and, well, you know, the Jordan brand. And I'm saying, give me some bona fides and actual things that we can hold up to them who do believe in all those tangibles, the things you can hold. Like, I get the mythos. He's definitely one of the mythos, man. He ain't been playing for how long? And this dude is still a ghost in a shadow over the league. They're still trying to replace a Michael Jordan, because what Michael Jordan did was make everybody money. What LeBron James is doing right now is making everybody money. Why? Hey, man, LeBron crybaby. He ain't even in the playoffs, so people tune in just to see, so who is in the playoffs? Like, all of that's engagement, all of that's NBA, and they use tangible things. And I'm trying to find a way to get y'all to use tangible things as well.
No? Michael Jordan will never be replaced in the league.
Okay, very good. Last word, DJ Go Hard, and then we'll let Mike and LeBron have the final word on this show. Go ahead. Promote yourself.
LeBron, I mean, like I said, I don't take anything away from LeBron. See, here's the thing, and I was wanting to get into the top 5, you know, discussion, because that's where it gets interesting. The top 5 discussion, quote unquote. See, for me, you know, the overall consensus is Michael Jordan is the GOAT. And you know, you keep wanting me to break down my personal reasons why, as far as statistics, rings, influence, and yada yada yada. Michael Jordan is the GOAT. When in actuality, like I keep saying and keep reiterating, an overwhelmingly majority of the experts have determined who the GOAT is. All right. It's only one. It ain't no 2, 3, 4, 5 GOATs. It's only one player that was the best to play the game. Now, is LeBron one of the best? You damn right. Without a doubt. So, at the end of the day, as far as I think somebody said the Mount Rushmore in the chat. He's on the Mount Rushmore. He's on the Mount Rushmore. All of this. See, for me, you know, that's mythical too. That's something that, you know, YT man gave you in America. You know, a Mount Rushmore president. So who's the Mount Rushmore? Who's the top this and that? Man, it's one greatest of all time. That's what it means. Greatest of all time. And then there's everybody else. So you can line up the order however you really want to line it up, because what we're talking about here in the game of basketball is a team sport. So if you want to actually break down a top 5 or whatever you want to call it, you can break down a top 5 easily. You take the best player that ever played the game at their position. You see, the NBA is a profession. It's a job. You realize that, right? Point guard. That's a job, just like the line leader over there at the tire shop in the GM plant, or over there in the body shop, the manager over there in the GM plant. You know what I'm saying? That is a profession. That's a job. A point guard in the NBA. That's a job. You feel what I'm saying? There's an overall consensus in the NBA. I'll give you an example. John Stockton blows Magic Johnson out the water in every statistical category. Are any of the experts considering John Stockton to be the best point guard to ever play? I said the experts to considering John Stockton to be the best point guard that they played against. No. The overall consensus for the experts, the doctors, the architects, the people who's building the buildings, the people who's laying out, the politicians making the laws, quote unquote. They said Magic Johnson is the best point guard of all time. The best shooting guard of all time overall, obviously, of course, is Michael Jordan. The best small forward of all time, overall consensus, is LeBron James. So all of these guys for me are 1A. 1A, 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 1A.
That I like. Hey,
in a lot of people's minds and hearts, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is the best center to play the game. He is, my opinion, I like Shaq. You know, some say Wilt, some say Russell. Kareem, though, overall consensus by way of the things you mentioned, Gales, you know, statistics, championships, influence, all of that. He's the overall consensus best center to play the game. So he's 1A in center. In my top 5, if we're going to do a top 5, because literally, like I said, I don't care about a top 5. I care about the best collective 5 players to do their job in the profession of playing basketball. Tim Duncan would be in my top 5. I'm not putting, I don't know whoever else you want to name. But the overall consensus by the experts that played against the man, with the man, coached against him, coached him, is that Tim Duncan is the best power forward to ever play the game. So
let me cut you off. Hey, go. DJ Go Hard is going too hard. We are already over the time. Look, find him at Birdie Go Hard on IG right there in the chat. Is it in the chat? No. Okay, but hey, thanks for look. You just got to come back, man. You ran out of time.
Definitely will, man. I want Manuel Jones to come back because
even though I game together, leaving me by myself.
Yeah, you need help because all you can do is point to statistics and paper, and you know, when you want to keep it going off of stuff like that.
Just like Rich. You sound just like Rich.
You ain't gonna be the
Urban Academia.
You better get that back up.
A bunch of Tony Frappin, Riches, and Deans.
Hey, you got to get that back up, buddy.
I guess John Stockton the best point guard of all time. Then
that's not the point.
It is the point.
No. I'm saying that's not the point that I was making.
It's really CP3, but you know, people argue that.
Hang on. That's not my point. Like, you're literally making the point that I was making, which is you can't just go off of stats, right? If you go just off of stats, and let's say just off of championships, it's Bill Russell in the NBA, it's Yogi Berra in the MLB, it's Henry Richard. But nobody thinks about Bill Russell, Yogi Berra, and Henry Richard in the NHL. In hockey, they think about the great one, Wayne Gretzky.
Exactly. They say Wayne Gretzky is the Michael Jordan of hockey.
Right. They think about
the Michael Jordan. Get that again.
Yes. That's okay.
They're not saying that LeBron James are hockey. The Michael.
So what the point I was making is you can't just go off of stats. Right? It's the same argument that we're making, some people make about Eli Manning with 2 championships and Dan Marino with 0. Charles Barkley has 0 championships. You can't tell me he didn't ball in his position. So I'm like I said in the beginning, my GOAT is Jordan. Are you kidding me? I grew up in the 90s. We're not arguing that. I was trying to have the conversation based around people who argue statistics, even though that doesn't make a whole lot of sense to argue that Jordan is the GOAT based on statistics.
Hey,
you're right.
Well, look, hold on. You just hang out in the back room. Hold on, Dean. Hold on. We're gonna let the 2 quote unquote. Well, you know what? Not even the GOAT. I'm not gonna call it GOAT because here's what I want, Dean. I don't want you to mention Frappin' LeBron James' name to me ever again on this Frappin' show or in real life.
All right.
Is that a deal?
That's a deal.
Jordan's the GOAT. We don't talk LeBron anymore, ever. I don't care if he frapping murders somebody. We are not talking about it. Is that a
you
deal?
said on this show?
For the
You said
sake
on
of
this
our
show.
friendship.
You said on this show, but when I break, you know,
No. In real life, I don't care. If
I know
don't
between us two, but when I do less talking shit with Dean, I got to get Mr. Hunt on the show to have the debate.
Yeah. Okay. So let's get LeBron on to talk about the deadgum, to clarify his statements that he was the GOAT. All right, let's start there. Fair enough, Dean. Fair enough, Dean.
Fair enough,
my guy. Years ago, after we won the championship, you said, look at his face. You said,
y'all, everyone saw me crying. Like, that was all for 52 years of everything in sports going on in Cleveland. And then after I stopped, I was like, that one right there made you the greatest player of all time. Everybody was just talking how they were the greatest team of all time. Like, they was the greatest team ever assembled. And for us to come back, the way we came back in that fashion, I was like, you did something special.
You know what? And I understood because I was a witness. No pun intended. I was a witness. No pun intended. You were like, I believe that right there, after we won championship, made me the greatest because you had done something that had never been done before. I watched it and I was like, kind of like, not the Channing Jordan. It wasn't that, but I was like,
okay. He's just going, frap and stroke LeBron's ego for the rest of the thing. So what are we thinking about that? Is that just like, first of all, you drastically misquoted him, and he was very specific about, if that's the greatest team in history, I guess this makes me the GOAT. Like, you have to word.
First of all, that wasn't the greatest team in history. And you know how I am about the Warriors. That was not the greatest team in history. That 96 Bulls team was probably the greatest team in history. So
wait. Okay, sorry, that's my mistake.
Him saying that he full of shit.
Hold on, Dean. I keep making this mistake with you. I gotta treat you like I do my frapping kids. You frapping infant and all that gray over there, that gum. You frapping bald headed, that gum infant. I can't wait to fight you. Look. Okay, let me calm down. Here's what I say to my children. Okay. I can't even keep a straight face with you, fool. Here's what I say to my kids, man. I need you to be able to come with receipts and to stay within the argument. Okay, my daughter, my 13-year-old, is really good about, hey, how come you didn't clean your room? I did clean my room last week. That's not what the frap we're talking about. That's not what we're talking about. So try again, Dean.
In that context, LeBron just said, and you just said, that was the greatest team assembled. I disagree. The 96 Bulls was the greatest team. So by you coming back off a stimulus check that the NBA gave you because of that little incident.
Okay, so he is referring to LeBron James's Lakers being in the wait. Let me get you back on. Are you still talking about the bubble stuff? Or are you talking about in Cleveland?
Right there when you just showed LeBron James talking to Richard Jefferson. And then he went to that one clip when he said, when I came back and beat them, the greatest team assembled. We're talking about the Warriors that year. The Warriors, and I'm a big Warriors fan. I'm a Steph Curry guy. That Warriors team was not the greatest team in NBA history.
I'm saying based off of what? I'm saying, okay, now here's where the tangibles come in. Based off of what?
Based off of what?
Yeah.
Okay, of course, you got the greatness in Steph, Clay, and they were just.
Bro, I need you to make this a 10-second answer. We are already 13 minutes over. We're about to get frapping tax. Please. Based on what? 10.
Michael Jordan.
9. Okay.
Michael Jordan.
Thank you very much. Very good, Dean. Very good. So let's listen to the GOAT himself, and let's see if we can just bury this once and for all, everywhere, across all platforms.
5-10 years ago, it was always who's greater, who's going to be the greatest, him or Jack. And that conversation is pretty much over to most people.
I beg to differ, and I'll give a different analogy to that because, first of all, you're never going to say who's the greatest of all time. To me, I think that's more for PR and more for selling stories and getting hype. Jack and Tiger never played against each other. They never played in the same tournament. They never played with the same equipment. They never played with the same length of golf course. I never played against Will Chamberlain. I never played against Jerry West. To now say that one's greater than the other is being a little bit unfair. I think when you can see the similarities and you understand this is one way you can judge the two. How much impact did each change or evolve the game? Jack during his time when he played, but Tiger during his time. Now, obviously Jack won more during the time he played. Tiger evolved it to where it was, it crossed a lot of different boundaries, where it's not just a white guy's sport. The black guys, Afro-American, all the minorities play the game. And you play it at a level to where it generated so much interest financially that it grew the game from a financial standpoint. Now, does that constitute him being the greatest? Or does that mean he's any less than Jack? I think is unfair. Yeah, Jack probably has 18 more majors, 18 majors, and Tiger's got 14. And I think those are when, that's how people are judging certain things. I won 6 championships. Bill Russell won 11. Does that make Bill Russell better than me and make me better than him? No, because we play at different eras. So when you try to equate who's the greatest of all time, it's an unfair parallel. It's an unfair choice. And I think,